Yo, what up? What up? What's good? What's the business? What's the word? Monday morning, the shit starting off rough. How y'all feeling this morning? What's good? About to get started on this episode, you heard? John Shaft, top of the top. John Shaft, thanks for the donation on Friday morning, brother. You always supporting the brother, you always supporting the homies. And I gotta give you credit and I gotta give you love because you always supporting me. You've been supporting me from day one when I only had 5 subscribers, you heard? Kashana Brown, good morning. Good morning, Queen. Bears 2248. What's up? We about to get into it today. Here we go with the bullshit. Y'all already know what time it is, man. But I'm gonna try to make it as positive as I can. You hear me? We in a rough time right now, but we gonna get through this shit. Salute, P. What's good, Brody? What's good, my brother? Yesterday we had to relax, man. You know what I'm saying? I seen you doing your spiritual thing yesterday. That's what I'm talking about, brother. That's the motivation right there, man. Because we thrive on positive energy. Like y'all automatically see when I start off, I be grumpy. Then when my people start pulling up, I start turning up. You know what I'm saying? That's how I do, man. My people motivate me, man. Top of the top. What's good, homie? You know what I'm saying? Let's go. It's the 4NOFAME prime time, episode 44. Man shot dead where getaway car was found in the young DOLPH situation. And I'm also going to get into the purge. You dig? Because y'all see what the fuck is going on. And on top of that, to be truthfully honest with you, all I have is fucking negative news to report. You know what I'm saying? I tried to find some positive shit, but it was no positive shit. Like the only positive thing that happened, I guess, was that American Awards show last night. And we know that was some bullshit. And we know that was a major distraction of these celebrities getting their accolades, and we don't really care about none of that. So other than that, it was no entertainment to talk about. And that's how this shit been planned out. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get into this shit real quick. And y'all saw the news over the weekend. I told y'all this whole situation was gonna be like Blues Clues, and every day you're gonna see little bits and pieces and this and that being popped out and dropped and tried, dragged on for you to keep going on about the situation. You understand? But like we know, it's a real situation today with the Ahmaud Arbery trial, which will be proceeding, and that's the case where the so-called 3 white racist men smoked a brother when he was only jogging, but they try to say he was stealing out of house, but he had no merchandise, no weapon on him, jogging broad daylight with a t-shirt on, and like I said, they try to do that boy like Ricky from Boys in the Hood. That's what they did. But at least this brother did try to fight for his life. So I'm gonna get into this first story. And a man was shot dead where the getaway car was found, and we know it was the white Benz connected to the murder of young DOLPH. You understand? We already know this. And the scene of the murder, was at a house on Bradley Street and Barron Avenue. Witnesses say they saw a screaming woman running towards the house and a black sedan speeding off. The suspect is currently at large. Now, let's chop this up for a minute. It kind of sounds like a cleanup job to me. It kind of seemed like the shooters, they got messy, you understand? And it looked like some tracks are being cleared up. And we don't know who this man was who got shot, but we're gonna assume that if this is one of the shooters, we know dead man can't talk. So if he is one of the shooters, he will not be telling the story on what really happened. And that's why I said it looks like a covering up of tracks. But like I told y'all, you seen that the license plates from the crime was never shown, and I'm pretty sure they already know who the fuck has something to do with it. And if they don't know who has something to do with it, they definitely know who vehicle they was in if it was registered. You know what I'm saying? But the same way we seen what happened. Like I said, nobody's still being arrested. No, I don't. To my knowledge, nobody's been arrested for the dog situation, and nobody has been arrested at this drive-by shooting was just happened because wherever the car was found at, the white Benz looked like it was a 500 or 550. that individual got smoked outside their residence. You understand? So, and they also said a couple of houses got shot up too. But we also know the other day at the memorial service, it was some dumb niggas and they shot at the memorial service, but they got caught. You dig? They got caught after they went on a little chase. They got caught. But this right here sounds like a backtrack and a cleanup job, in my opinion, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? And it seemed like if this was one of the killers of Dolph, he will not be speaking because he's in the grave. You dig? And the woman was screaming. We don't know what she's seen, and we don't know what's going on. But like I said, I'm pretty sure today some more details gonna come out, and it will be Blues Clues. You dig? So stay tuned and get your magnifying glass out because there's going to be a lot of speculation, a lot of shit going on today. Salute to the chat. What's going on? Hey, Miss Playful, how you doing this morning, Queen? AP Wiz, I see y'all. You know how we do this shit. You know what I mean? I'm still a little groggy from the weekend because I had to relax. You feel me? Yeah, I was watching the football games. Yeah, P, I seen your Cowboys got handled yesterday, bro. But it's okay. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Back to the Travis Scott situation. And they are saying, the lawyers say it is a stretch to put this on Travis Scott. And he says, had the defendants acted in a reasonably prudent manner and planned it at a large scale, basically he's saying this would never have happened. So what the lawyer is saying, that the people that, are suing the victims, the victims, some that died, some are brain dead, they playing with the numbers. They said it was 10 people dead tops, but they saying there's 300 people injured. It's always these even numbers and shit. They also saying that the lawsuit is in effect. I told you I seen today 3 billion, other day 2 billion, the day before that 750 million. So I'm showing you how they playing with the numbers. But this lawyer says that it's a stretch to put it all on Travis Scott, and I do agree with that part because we also know Apple and Live Nation was also responsible for holding this event. That's why you seen Drake there because he works for Apple. He do business with Apple. But these major corporations, the Apple, which is the rotten apple, which is the wicked apple, which is the apple of the you understand? That's the forbidden fruit right there. You dig? And we know Live Nation, we know what they deal with, Rock Nation, whatever. So y'all take it how y'all want to take it. But those are big major corporations, and basically they're not gonna be taking no lawsuit any kind of way. But somebody's being a scapegoat. But really what I know is going on, they playing the blame game. This is what always happens, the blame game. This one gonna blame that one gonna blame this one. It's gonna go on for a while, but at the end of the day, nobody's going to jail, and probably nobody might get sued on top of that. We'll see. But nobody's definitely going to jail. Nobody's gonna really be responsible for this shit. Because when they play the blame game, they let you know what time it is. You understand? You ain't hearing about no court papers getting served. Nobody gotta go to court. It's a bunch of bullshit for right now. And let's be real. Apple, Live Nation, Travis Scott, they got enough money to fight this case for fucking 10 years. You understand? I'm being funny, but they could fight this case for a long time, and the victims might not never get paid. So we know how this shit go. Or basically, if they do go to trial, they're gonna settle out of court for a low number. But anyway, we know a lot of lives been lost, and I want to say rest in peace to the people that lost their life at that concert. And it's a lot of facts already been out there that you know this, like I told y'all, this is wickedness. I told y'all, in my opinion, this was a ritual. You understand? And we got facts and proof on that. A lot of people touched on it, where the same scenario has happened in the past, as well as is cartoon illustrations of the same behavior. And like I say, for those who know, y'all know what time it is. Also in this situation, bitch ass nigga Chuck D from Public Enemy, a nigga I used to look up to when I was a little nigga, when I ain't know no better. You feel me? That's why I respect Flavor Flav more than this nigga. Chuck D, he defends Travis Scott. But really, my point is this nigga was clout chasing, and he tried to write a letter on how he felt about the situation, how Travis Scott is not the one to blame. And that's not my point. My point is Chuck D is a fucking clout chaser because I told y'all niggas he also is down with Bambaataa and the Zulu Nation. That's why I'm trying to tell y'all, when I put the video out months ago, I showed you all of the current day rappers that you didn't know about was down with the Zulu Nation at one point in time, and they still affiliated with Africa Bambaataa. So if those who didn't see it, go check out the video I did. It's a 6.5 video series of hip hop been playing us, featuring Africa Bambaataa and a lot of the fuckery that was going on in the beginning of hip hop and who's tied in to Bambaataa and where they at now and how some of them are still making money. And you want to understand why niggas like Bambaataa not going to jail, because it's a circle of these niggas and they all run together. But Chuck D is one of them. He's one of Bambaataa's homeboy, and he's from Public Enemy, an old school nigga. And he popped out to say that Travis Scott is not held accountable for this in no kind of way. But my point is, whether we here nor there, Chuck D, you just need to shut the fuck up, nigga, and worry about Bambaataa, nigga. Cause you a clout chasing ass old nigga too. You about 60 years old. I'm tired of these old rap niggas. Period. These are the same old niggas, right? That was perpetrating the fraud when we was little niggas. And we thought these was our heroes and shit. Now y'all niggas is fucking 60 years old, seniors and shit. And y'all still want to stick y'all neck out and give y'all opinion, right? But we already know y'all niggas down with Bambaataa, meaning that whole Bambaataa Zulu Nation shit was a circle of these niggas, and them niggas act like they don't know what's going on now. I'm talking about Ice-T, Ice Cube. It's a lot of them old ass niggas that's still in the limelight. You'll see. All the niggas that was with the fuck shit back in the days, they still have a relevance now. And all the real niggas that was real rap niggas back in the days, their careers been over a long time ago. You'll understand what's going on. You feel me? All these niggas in secret societies, fraternities, things of that nature. They're in a brotherhood, but you're gonna make sure they always get paid. And they always gonna be straight and irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be relevant, rather, should I say. Because they all look out for each other. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. It was a whole circle of these niggas, man. They was doing a whole bunch of fuck shit. But anyway, moving right along from that situation. You dig? What up, Rastafari? That's my brother right there, Quiet Riot. You dig? I see the family in the building. Next, some more fuckery. Like I be telling y'all, right? The what they say, the revolutionary won't be televised, right? Just like the war on niggas will not be televised. The war in America is not going to be televised. That's why I'm going to touch on something else later about that vax. You smell me? I'm going to touch on that later because one of my brothers that I know, or one, somebody I'm cool with, they sent me a message, said they was disappointed that I took the vax. And I'm going to address that later, in my opinion. You understand? But I'm trying to tell y'all, right? It's a whole nother warfare going on in a whole bunch of other ways where you ain't even gonna fucking know. Because when the war's on, it's not gonna be on fucking TV. You understand? They do the shit sporadically and they do it real swift behind the scenes. And they get you to involve in your own destruction. And like I told y'all, as long as you fucking with these corporations, when you putting on their products, when you eating their food, niggas poison and all that shit. And I got proof right here. Now check this out. Subway is facing a lawsuit. Subway is facing a lawsuit because allegedly they selling fake fucking tuna fish. The tuna fish allegedly has pork, chicken, and cattle DNA has been detected in it. They did laboratory results. A laboratory specialist accuses Subway of deceiving the public with tuna that they says contains pork, cattle, and chicken. Now, I want you to analyze that shit for a minute. Fake tuna fish. See? I'm trying to show you how wicked they get. When they want to trick you, when they want to do something to you, they're going to deceive the fuck out of you. They're not even going to tell you until you already consume your destruction. That's how the shit works. Now, a lot of people thought they was going to Subway and being healthy because I told you they got a trick for you vegan people too. Everybody that want to be on a healthy kick, they got a trick for everybody. You understand? But my point is this. You got to pick your own food and you got to make your own food, meaning you got to get it from a meat market or a farmer's market. And yeah, we know that's still taking a risk, but I'm going to tell you this. Anything you get through the corporations, anything you get from the supermarket that's a brand is all fucking tainted. Just like niggas might be scared of the vax, but every day you fucking eat chicken with all type of medication and steroids and shit in the shit. You eat fucking all type of meat that's been processed with all type of hormones. I'm trying to tell you, man, when you're dealing with the FDA, you're dealing with the Food and Drug Administration. But my whole point, they put the food and drugs together, or shall I say the drugs are in the fucking food. The drugs are already in the food. Why you think motherfuckers catch cancer and all that shit? Why you think people catch cancer and all type of sicknesses that they never did drugs a day in their life? Because it's the food you eat. It's the things you put in your body that kill you. You understand what I'm telling you? It's common sense. A lot of things we indulge in every day is our own destruction, like deodorant got aluminum in it. A lot of people don't know that. Deodorant got aluminum in it, but you got to put on deodorant every day. But aluminum, it also destroys your body. You understand? That's why when you go outside, frequencies attract you a certain way when you got too much aluminum in your body. But if you know about cilantro, you dig, cilantro is a herb that removes medical toxins from your body. You dig? See, I know how to detox. I know how to do certain things where I can get past certain shit. That's why I don't fucking get sick. I do not get sick. I have not been in a hospital, knock on wood, since 2005. So what works for me might not work for you. But all I'm gonna tell you is, my brother, don't be disappointed in me. I'm straight. You heard? Now, this is another thing we're gonna talk about. Now, I don't like to say play devil's advocate, but let's think about shit. Let's look at shit from a left perspective. Let's look at shit crazy, all right? Let's say if this vax is poison. Let's say it's some wicked ass poison. Let's say that, right? We're gonna say that. We're gonna assume that. We're gonna say that. Boom. Disclaimer. We're gonna look at it like it's poison. Okay. The whole military had to get vax. So I guess all them niggas gonna be up out of here, and we ain't gonna have no military. All police forces had to be vaxxed. I guess all the police officers, they gonna be up out of here, and nobody's gonna fight crime. All the firefighters had to be vaxxed. I guess all them niggas gonna be dead. Nobody gonna be fighting fires. All of the nurses and hospitals and doctors had to be vaxxed, and I guess there's gonna be no child pregnancies. Nobody's gonna be in the ER. Nobody's gonna be making it to the hospital because all the medical people gonna be up out of here. All the federal employees, such as airplane pilots, things of that nature, military bases, far as shipyards, logistics, where your products come in, all of them had to be mandated. I guess we're not getting no more products, no more Mercedes Benzes, no more nothing from overseas. Everybody's going to be dead. You heard? Because all this shit is a poison. You feel me? So I'm looking at it from different perspectives. Okay, the kids got it, the teachers, so I guess there's no more school. All the colleges got mandated. It's going to be no more colleges. The kids going to be up out of here. The teachers, the whole world is going to be fucked up. Only people going to be left is the people that didn't take the vax. That's what's going to be left. So let's be real, okay? If it's a toxin, everybody's going to be gone. Only people going to be left is those who didn't take the vax. We know most of them left their job. Most of them people are unemployed. Most of them people don't have no career. And most of them people are, doing what they do. And I'm not judging this shit, but I got to break this shit down because we're going to use common sense. God gave us common sense, you dig? We're going to look at this shit from many angles. You dig? I told you it's four sides to the pyramid. You got to look at all angles. Or you got three dimensions. You dig? You got three dimensions, which brings forth reality. You dig? Now, what you can't see past the reality, it goes into time. And time will always tell what's real from what's fake. You understand? So I study shit before I apply myself to anything. So like I said, right, let's look at it. If everybody that so-called got vaccinated and is poison, that means the majority of the world is going to be out of here. And only people going to be left are the people that don't work. Or even if you got your own business, don't get it fucked up. You can have your own business and you don't got to comply with that shit neither. But you're not going to be able to go nowhere. You're not going to be able to your business is not going to really grow because you might have a meeting somewhere. You're not going to be able to go overseas. You're not going to be able to fly to another state. You just got to stay in your crib every day. You know what I'm saying? Basically, those who don't comply are going to stay in their crib every day, period. You know what I'm saying? But to each his own. But I want to look at this shit because I'm trying to take out this whole boogeyman shit and this whole fear factor shit. Now, I will say in the beginning, see, I got to rewind to the beginning of this shit, right? Remember when motherfuckers was pulling up in the parking lot, all these pop-up spots, and they was sticking that shit in people's nose? Now, that was that bullshit. That was that bullshit. Now, that's the shit I would never comply with. You see, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. The people that was getting their shit stuck up their nose, those are the guinea pigs. And you also see around that time when they was jamming that shit in people's nose, that's when the numbers went up. That's when people was on the ventilators. That's when people was popping out, dying all over the world. Remember when they had them pop-up shops, they was sticking that shit in people's nose, and then them pop-up shops were disappearing. And they had random people doing the work. See, but when you deal with a hospital or you have a doctor, that's different. Now, if you stupid enough to get some shit treatment in the street at a pop-up shop, nigga, you're going to get what you get. But you got to rewind history and go back. Remember 2020 when it first popped off and they had y'all motherfuckers in lines all over the world and you was going to them little fake clinics outside and they was jamming that shit in your nose. Around that same time, I could have sworn the bodies was piling up. I could have sworn it was people on ventilators. I could have sworn a lot of people passing away at that time. You got to remember, those are the guinea pigs. Now, if you got that thing stuck up your nose, that's on you. But back then, I wasn't complying with none of that shit because I knew that was some bullshit. You don't go in public and get no type of treatment because that was letting you know that it was no traces back to that. See, once you went in that parking lot and you have people sticking shit in your nose, you don't even know who the fuck they are. They don't have no establishment. You have nobody back to go back to. And it was flying people from all over the world in different states, all over the place, and doing musical chairs. Like, you might have been in New York getting stuck by somebody from Utah. You might have been in Utah getting that shit jammed up your nose from somebody from North Carolina. So they was playing a game back then. They was playing a game. Those was the fucking guinea pigs. When it first popped off and it was jamming that shit up people's nose, that's the shit you don't know what the fuck that was. And that you'll see at that same time, that's when the numbers was rocking. Because remember, in the beginning, black people was joking. It was laughing, joking, and then they got strict on niggas and they started applying them numbers, and the numbers started jumping and jumping and jumping. And then that's when niggas got scared. And now you see niggas are the main one with their fucking mask on. Because niggas are the main one scared. Because they scared the fuck out of you when they was jamming that shit up people's noses. And matter of fact, some people say allegedly they was giving it to people when they was jamming up their noses. Allegedly, disclaimer. You dig? So that's what I'm trying to tell you. I studied this shit from the beginning, from when it first popped off. Like early 2020, I seen how it was reacting in China, and I know the whole stipulation was really going on. It's multiple things going on, and I'm not gonna keep talking about this shit. But when you're dealing with that COVID-19, you got to break all that down. You feel me? You got to break all that down because we're also dealing with you understand? You're dealing with video. You dig? You're dealing with a lot of communication of correspondence and videos running concurrent. And 19 is a letter S for surveillance. So you got to understand there's a lot of things going on. What I mean by that is I know what's going on. You dig? And I'm going to say track it. You understand? That's what I'm going to tell you. Just like those who don't comply, right? You ain't got to comply. You don't got to comply. But you're going to be labeled as a criminal. That's all I'm going to tell you. You're going to be labeled as a criminal. You're going to be labeled as a rebellion. You're going to be labeled as a terrorist, because that's how they got this shit set up. That's why I say when you do your full research on what this shit really, really, really is, you'll know what the fuck it really, really, really is. That's why I'm just going to tell you that the people that don't comply are going to be labeled as terrorists. And if you online spreading propaganda, they might snatch you up for that alone, because you're anti-American at this point. That's just the agenda they promoting. I'm not saying that. I'm just putting it out there for different aspects for you to think. But you got to know what you're getting into. It's more important shit and more poison and more attacks that's coming down on you that's already locked in the chamber, and it ain't got shit to do with no fucking vax. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And another thing we're going to say, okay, if it is poison, boom. If it is poison, athletes got it. All this shit we see in the world, we see the rest of America walking around living their fucking life. That's all I'm saying. I'm just trying to figure out why some people living their best life and it's another people that's fucking scared in the house and panicking. You see what I'm trying to tell you? And my point is, if they're going to murk you, they're not going to tell you. If the ways they're going to murk you is not going to be on TV. They're murking you every day. You just don't know it. You smell me? They're murking you every day. You just don't know it, because every day you bang on the government, but all your food you eat come from the damn government. Now, only the people that's growing their own food, now I'm going to keep it a ban. See? If you don't want to comply, that's on you. As long as you growing your own food in your backyard, you got your own, you don't need nobody for nothing, you straight. You understand? You straight. But if you saying that the vaccine is all poison, but you still buy from the supermarket and you still eat government food, you're playing yourself, because that's hypocritical shit. When you eat fast food, when you eat anything that you do not grow yourself, it all has steroids, all type of medication, all type of fucking poison in that shit. All that shit. You know, they clone fucking chickens, they clone cows, all that shit is cloned up meat anyway. You know, you go to fucking McDonald's, Burger King, that is not no real fucking hamburger. Let's stop playing. Remember that? I'm also breaking time. I'm reminding y'all about something else. Remember when this whole thing was jumping off and they was jamming that shit in people's nose? What went viral? The chicken sandwich. Remember when that Popeye chicken sandwich went viral? That's around the same time everybody was getting sick. And I researched that chicken sandwich back then because they had the ingredients, and that shit was a fake ass chicken sandwich. That's why I never ate that Popeye chicken sandwich. I never ate that shit. When I read the ingredients, that shit had blue 5 in it, yellow 38. That shit ain't hardly had no chicken in it. That shit was fake as a motherfucker. And you'll see around that same time, everybody was eating that Popeye chicken sandwich, getting sick as a motherfucker. When I looked up Chick-fil-A sandwiches, them shits ain't real meat. Those shit ain't real meat. Them shits are chemically infused foods. Allegedly, disclaimer. You gotta look this shit up. See, I don't eat fast food and shit like that. I don't eat certain things. That's the poison. I'm telling you, shit you put in your body every day that's fucking poison. Outright poison, because the corporation don't give a fuck, because the money is not in the cure. The money is in you keep coming back to get that medicine. That's where the money at. So they want you to live so you can keep coming back, getting that medicine. They keep making profit, because what? All medicines are on the stock market. All corporations are on the stock market. They need guinea pigs. You dig? So this is what you got to understand, right? Everybody got to do what they got to do for them. You got to know yourself and do what you got to do. That's why I say I don't push agendas. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm not going to tell you what not to do. This is the last thing I'm going to tell you. And me and the brother spoke about this the other day. Now check this out. What if they are promoting for everybody to get straight because they plan on really releasing the cracking on niggas' ass on the whole America? Nigga, they might release some shit, and just because you know what I'm saying, you ain't pay attention, they might really do release some shit. I ain't talking about what happened in Wuhan. I'm talking about they might release some wicked shit here, and you ain't take care of your business, and you really be passed up out of here. You really be exterminated like roaches, because you know what I'm saying, you ain't do your research, and you ain't want to comply. But now they don't release some whole other shit, and you ain't get taken care of. You feel me? It can go that way too. So that's what I'm trying to tell you, man. Everybody got to do what they got to do. I just think about shit. I look at shit a whole bunch of ways, and then I do what's best for me. I studied this shit for 2 years. If my motherfucking moms can do what she do, if my peoples around my household could do what they do, then I got to study my shit and step my game up. You feel me? Because I got to do what's best for me. I can't speak for a nigga that ain't got shit going on or ain't got nothing to do. You feel me? You do what you got to do. I'm not going to judge you neither, and it's all love. But everybody got to do what they got to do for them. Do your own research, man. You dig? And that's all on that bullshit, because it is a bunch of bullshit, but it ain't for me to tell people what to do. I know what the fuck I gotta do. I know what time it is. I ain't no fool to kill myself. You understand? And guess what? If it is my time to die, I'm ready to go too, because this world ain't shit. So I don't know what niggas keep holding on to, and I don't know what all this scared shit about. That's just me personally. You dig? Check this out. Now also, just this nigga Biden, he's a funny ass nigga, because he's been seen on the news. This nigga was balling out in the new electric Hummers, and that got to do with the infrastructure bill. I know I spoke about that a week ago. With that whole 1.2 trillion, it's going into technology. You dig? It's going to reconstruction, the highways and byways, the roads, but it's also going into technology, which I told you they're going to have automatic breathalyzers in the car. They're going to have a lot of automations in the car. You dig? Because all cars are going electric. That was also part of the plan with the PPP money, when they wanted niggas to go buy all them old cars and shit. Because they want to get rid of all them old cars, because we're going into electric cars and shit. That's about to be the new wave. And what they said, by 2026, they're trying to have all cars electric. That's the plan. That's what they pushing. So the other day, Saturday, Joe Biden and the CEO of GMC, you know what I'm saying, Joe Biden was balling out in an electric Hummer. And the Hummer go from 0 to 60 in motherfucking 3 seconds. And I seen it. The nigga was skidding out. I said, this nigga's a fucking fool ass nigga. He laughing and shit. You understand? I told you these niggas playing the game. But on top of that, when I reported on the other day, Joe Biden, he went under anesthesia on the 19th for a colonoscopy. You feel me? He went under treatment for that, and Kamala was the president for that short time. Well, just a little bit of time while he went under anesthesia, just in case he would have passed away. She was in position, but she was the head a couple days ago. You feel me? Because he went under colonoscopy. Basically, he had to get checked for colon cancer, and he had to get under anesthesia, and she was in the chair for that little period of time. All right, but I'm trying to tell you, these niggas playing games. But the nigga Joe Biden, look at the footage if you see it. The nigga was skidding out in a fucking electric Hummer. That nigga was balling like he was a fucking young nigga, talking about he loved cars and shit. But this also deals with the 1.2 trillion deal, business that's going on. All cars are going electric, and they putting all that shit into 5G technology, man. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. And you are going to be under that same umbrella, because they're making it where you're not going to go nowhere on the planet without being tracked. You dig? All cameras are going to be concurrent, and it's going to be video wherever you go, surveillance. You understand? So it's no more doing what the fuck you want to do in America. But like I said, if you are a straight up citizen, you have nothing to worry about. It don't apply to you. All these laws are being put in effect for criminals and criminal behavior. They are trying to stop the criminals. When I'm talking about criminal, you got the Russian mafia, you got the Albanian mafia, you got the African mafia, you got Mexican mafia, you got black mafia, you got so many gangs and so many fucking mafia and terrorist groups in America, right? This is to track all of them. The fake Al Qaeda, the fake ISIS. This is to track all of them. The child traffickers, the people that's scamming, the people that been doing what they want for their whole life, selling drugs, selling crime, all this bullshit. This whole thing is to put them on lockdown. Not you. If you're an upright citizen, you have nothing to worry about. This is to make all of the criminals, all the people that don't belong in America, this is to make them comply with the government, because they basically they fucking tightening shit up. They're tightening the borders. They're tightening. What I mean by the borders, meaning they're making it where if you're a criminal, you ain't gonna be able to move around. That's the whole point. This is for criminals. Everything you see is for criminals. It's not for the tax-paying citizen. They need the tax-paying citizens to keep the bag coming in. They don't want to kill the tax-paying citizens because the country, you feel me? The country can't flourish like that. Remember, I told you, always follow the money. You see the elite the elite we talk about, the elite people, some people scared about, they fucking love money, all right? And they know as long as you a fucking sheep, as long as you here, they're gonna make money off you. That's why they want you alive. That's what this whole shit is about. Money, 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 money. Know that shit. Money is their God. They don't give a fuck about no poor motherfucker. You understand? It's about money. Tax-paying citizens, business people, people that do business. They don't care about no fucking useless eaters, because those are the ones disposable. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Make what the niggas say. If you can't be used, you're useless. That's how the elite look at you. If you're not a taxpaying citizen, you don't have no businesses, you're not doing business with nobody, you are considered a useless eater, and they have no use for you. Period. They love money. So long as you're making money, they'll keep you alive. You don't believe me? Look at your top celebrities to this day. You'll see they still alive, because they're making money off of them. As long as they can make money off you, they'll keep you living. They'll treat you like a king and queen. They'll let you have the world because you're making the money and they're eating off you. And when they can't eat off you no more, you're not beneficial, that's when you're up out of here. And we see Dolph as a situation of that. We got plenty of people that's a situation of that. When they can't eat off you, then they get rid of you. As long as they can eat off you, you're going to live. All right? That's the name of the game. It's about the money. It's always about the fucking money. They don't make money and everybody being dead. The rich don't get richer like that. Who the fuck gonna buy their products? You understand? You gotta deal with science, man. You gotta analyze what's going on. You dig? But they are attacking the poor and they are attacking the criminals. That's who's under attack. Now, if you're under that umbrella, I don't know what to say. I used to be under that umbrella, not no more, because I got smart a long time ago. I've been see how this shit was going. You feel me? That's why everybody that try to go outside, they're not going. They getting jacked up. You feel me? Those that calling themselves criminals every day, they getting jacked up, shot, murdered, killed, jacked up. You feel me? And they do got FEMA camps for niggas waiting for those who don't want to comply. You know what I mean? Allegedly. Moving right along, we got a little positive information, and Lil Boosie plans to enroll in Jackson State in next semester. So basically, Boosie is tired of being an ignorant nigga. He's tired of being looked at as a person that has no education. You dig? And he's going to take up a course at Jackson State. He's going to enroll in college. I'm not going to say a course. I don't know exactly what, but he's enrolling into college. You know what I'm saying? He's going to Jackson State University next semester, which also shows it's never too late to educate yourself. It's never too late to become a businessman. And yes, I know it's fucking America, and I know colleges brainwash you, all this bullshit. We know this. But I'm trying to tell y'all, man, you got to understand the game, man. Think how you think, but you got to know how to move. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. You can think how you think. You can have your own opinions. I got a lot of my own opinions I'm never going to say on this fucking channel. I know the truth, you dig? But I know how to move in America. You got to know how to fucking move. And then you also got to know who your ancestors was. And part of you moving right is part of you claiming back what's yours. But you gotta go, you gotta take the proper steps to take back what's yours. Y'all don't understand what's going on because you've been lied to, you've been tricked and finessed so many times, you don't even know which way to go. And I'm gonna tell you something else for those who don't know. Behold of the Pale Horse, the New World Order book by Ralph Epperson, and Illuminati book 666, The Beast. Those books by Ralph Epperson as well. Those books came out in the fucking 90s, all right? I studied all that shit as a teenager before all this shit came online. So I've been through all this shit. I just watched it play out. The same way niggas thought it was gonna be a chip in your arm. No, it's not a chip. They flipped it and bounced it. See, they put all that shit in the book to lead you astray. Now they applying this shit a whole nother way. That's what I'm trying to tell you, niggas. A lot of y'all are late. I'm gonna be real. Y'all late. If you didn't read the books, you don't really know what's going on. You're speculating, you're spectating. I read the books a long time ago. This shit ain't nothing new. A lot of people read these books. It's just that a lot of people went back to sleep and they forgot. Ain't none of this shit new. I read the book before all this shit was online. I read the books, my nigga. Paid for books. I got books right now I paid $200 for. So that's why I know what the fuck I be talking about. If you anything you want to find, you can find in a book. You might gotta pay a little grip for it, you heard? But you can get it. You got ancient books, all type of books. I got books I paid $200, like I said, $200 to get that information, man. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. That's why they say you want to keep something away from a nigga, you put it in a book, because niggas don't read. So a lot of niggas they got on YouTube and they got online, they think they got a lot of information. And it is what it is. You feel me? But I know my shit. But yeah. Oh, another thing. This is another weirdo shit that happened in New York because I told you we're fucking in the purge right now. November 7th shows video of a suspect getting into a running and unlocked car with a 27-year-old woman in the passenger seat. The suspect got in the car and drove off. And when he drove off to a secluded location, he kissed the victim and touched on her, and she woke up screaming. Now, this situation was a man and his woman, like, you know, a man and his woman was chilling in front of the crib. They left, they had the car running. The boyfriend went in the crib real quick and left his girlfriend in the car in the passenger side with the car running. He left his girl in the car. And while he left his girl in the car, a fucking weirdo walked up and jumped in the car and murked off with his girl. You feel me? Because I told you, niggas don't protect their women. No, you understand? I remember I told you that nobody protects the black queen. So this nigga went in the crib, but he left his girl in the car with the shit running, and a weirdo jumped in and pulled off with his shit and wound up kissing and touching all over his girl, finessing her body. You dig? That's what happened. So the victim is considered, the man who did it is considered to be a 35 to 40-year-old weirdo, and he had on a black coat with a fur hood on it. You understand? So I'm trying to tell you, man, there's a lot of weirdos walking around. That's what you need to be scared of. These fucking weirdos walking around out here. Because anything goes. Anything goes right now. Anybody get it. Anybody can get violated any day. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The fight is on crime and poverty. That's the real fucking fight. Because we know this man was not protecting his woman. And like I said, it was caught on video. So they had to backtrack the whole situation. But this man left his girl in the car and she got carjacked. And when she woke up, it was another nigga driving, touching and kissing on her. And you know what I'm saying? He took her to a part of secluded he took her to Ridgewood in Brooklyn. He took her out in Brooklyn. It's like in a white neighborhood somewhere, you know what I mean? And he finessed her. So that's what I'm trying to tell you what's going on. Next, moving right along in Brooklyn, which we already know what's going on. And this got to do with the woman that pled guilty. The woman that was charged for shooting the other woman in the head in Brooklyn. And I just found out recently that was Bad Vibes, baby mother. So I want to say salute the Bad Vibes and my condolences, because this is an ugly situation. You know what I'm saying? But the woman, you know, pled not guilty, and she's going to be fighting her case. You understand? But the reason why I'm speaking on this case is they say that police had pulled over this woman the same day, but they did not know that the murder was committed by a woman that day. Because remember, they had to go back to the footage to find out it was a woman. But when it happened in real time, they didn't know it was a woman. But she had got pulled over that same exact day, and the police let her go. So I'm also showing you a whole form of that 5G technology, how you might seem like you're getting away today, but they're going to backtrack everything, and they're going to use 5G satellites, and they're going to catch you. You understand? That's how the shit work now. So that's why I say they get a 2-for-1. A person going to be a victim, and then they're going to catch the person that did it. 2-for-1. That's how they doing this shit now. That's why you're not seeing no prevention. You're not seeing no crime prevention. You're not seeing police parked all over your neighborhood. You're not seeing now remember, for my brothers that was on the street gang banging, selling drugs, remember when we was out there doing crime, they used to always have them little police stations, the motorized police stations out. They would always have a lot of patrol cars. Like if the hood was hot with selling drugs, they would park police cars out there on purpose to stop our drug flow. Y'all know the game. Or if a particular area was a lot of gun violence, police would do rapid surrounding. They would constantly drive through the hood. But now you see they don't do that no more. You see they don't even patrol the hood. You don't see no police presence because it's all part of the Purge program, allegedly. That's why they get a 2 for 1, a 3 for 1. They get 100 for 1. It don't matter because they let people get violated. Like a person can violate 100 people, right? That's 100 people violated, and then they'll catch him later. That's how the shit work. That's why you have no protection no more. That's why I salute to all my people that believe in the Second Amendment and they protecting themselves. That's how you do the shit. Because it's a purge going on, like I said. You can take it or leave it. That's what you better worry about. And Thanksgiving is this week, and a lot of people will not be eating this week. A lot of people are starving. A lot of people are mad. They don't have no family. They don't violate their family. They don't violate a lot of people. And a lot of people are grumpy and they mad, aggravated that they're not going to have a good week. See, it's people that know today they're not going to be eating on Thursday. You understand? Because there's no more love out here. But it is love, but guess what? Certain people are violated and it gets no more love. That's why you're going to see a lot of fuck shit going on right now. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's have against the have-nots, and the fight is against poverty. That's who the fight is. And that's when I'm going to get into this next situation with two robbers that broke into a 23-year-old home and hit the victim in the head with an iron and punched him all in his face. They beat him up in his own house. You see? So I'm going to show you how this had to be his friends, because they broke into his house, right? And then once they got in the house, they hit him in the head with an iron and beat him down. And guess what they took? They fucking took a MacBook, a PS5, an Xbox 360, an Android, and an iPad. Because I told you your valuables, niggas want them valuables. And niggas will kick in your door to take what you got. And I told y'all this. Niggas will kick in your door for that flat screen. You feel me? When you going online, you showing everything in your house, you don't know who watching. Niggas will kick in your shit and take what's yours. Because you know why? When you got niggas going on a robbing spree, they might do this to 10 people in one day and come up. You feel me? For those who know the life of crime. It might seem like a petty crime, but when they do this shit to 10 people in one day, them niggas that came up. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You can't sell drugs no more. It's shut down. Everything is shut the fuck down. So that's why you're gonna see a lot of domestic violence as well. But you're gonna see a lot of criminal behavior. People getting their door kicked in, people getting kidnapped. You dig? That's how the shit going down now. And some of these people could be your so-called friends that you thought was your friend, but you understand these people are jealous of you and you letting them in your house for Thanksgiving. Now they want to beat you down and take all your shit. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Worry about yourself. Stop worrying about other people. Stop trying to show off what you got. Stop trying to make everybody love you. And at the same time, you can't always feel sorry for everybody, because some people are in fucked up situations because they created that shit. And it's sad to say, we in the last day, you better preserve yourself and protect your kids and what you got that's yours, because people out to take your shit and they out to get you. They out to fucking get you, whether you believe it or not. I'm telling you. So especially a lot of you YouTubers that be going live online showing off all your shit, you better be careful, because you don't know who's gonna kick in your fucking door. You heard? I'm telling you that. Because these petty ass niggas, they broke in the nigga house and hit him in the head with an iron and beat him down just for a MacBook, a PS5, a Xbox 360, an Android, and an iPad. And we know once upon a time, this would be considered crackhead behavior. You feel me? Because we know if they take all this shit to a pawn shop, the niggas ain't really gonna get no money. They gonna get a little something, but y'all know this really some crackhead shit. Let's be real. This some dope ass shit. That's how this shit plays out. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You're witnessing a purge right in your face. And guess what? These people got away. They got away and they did not get caught. And I gotta go into something else to prove some more shit to you about this fucking purge. 3 New York City employees, right? They've been busted in 3 separate incidents. A 33-year-old cop has been caught selling steroids in Queens. See, a lot of you niggas didn't know, a lot of these muscle-bound niggas that you think be in the gym, these niggas on the juice. They on steroids. Because niggas are trying to get a certain physique for whatever reason, but these niggas are on fucking steroids. That's why you see a lot of niggas looking bloated. They looking like air balloons, and them niggas on steroids. They on that juice. You dig? And those who know about the juice, that shit shrink your meat. It shrink your meat and also give niggas cancer. That's why you'll see a lot of niggas that take their juice, muscle-bound niggas, they have problem with their women because they can't perform. That's what it is, and that's a fact. That shit shrivel up your meat. But a NYPD cop has been caught selling steroids. His name is Lemelin. He's 33 years old, and he was caught in Queens selling fucking steroids because we know that they ain't getting paid like that. So I'm showing you desperation, all right? And that's one New York City worker. I'm gonna go to the next. A firefighter, 44 years old, assaulted his 16-year-old nephew. He beat up his 16-year-old nephew, punched him in the face, put him in the fiend, and took his chain. Now I want you to analyze that shit. A fucking firefighter beat up a 16-year-old, punched him in the face, threw him in the yoke, threw him in the dope fiend. I mean, my niggas on the street, I know about the dope fiend. Threw the nigga in the fiend real quick, jacked him up, and popped his chain. He did it to his own nephew. He was only 16 years old, and this nigga was 44. So it shows you that firefighter, he probably lost his mind, or I'm gonna say his little nephew could have been talking greasy, talking shit, and he just lost it on that nigga and put that working on that young boy. You feel me? It go two ways. So don't get it fucked up. Everybody don't care if you a young nigga and you talking crazy. But this particular man, he violated a 16-year-old, and he was a firefighter, and he beat up his own nephew, threw him in the field, and popped his chain and took it. You heard? And now he facing charges on that. The last out of the three, right? A New York City school safety woman. You know the crossing guard? Y'all know the crossing guard that be around your kids. Her name Kayla Cox. She punched and beat up her 37-year-old neighbor during an argument in the Bronx. She basically snapped and beat the shit out of her next door neighbor. And she's a crossing guard that work with kids every day. So I'm trying to show you people losing their fucking mind out here. They got good city jobs, right? But they're losing their fucking mind. That's the real sickness. That's why you keep hearing about all this mental health. You've been hearing about mental health because people are what? Losing their mind due to what? Chaos and mayhem. And not knowing what the fuck is going on. That's why I keep telling you, that's the real sickness. Losing your fucking mind, worried about the wrong shit. And not focusing on what you got to do and you and yours. People are getting slaughtered out here and people are slaying themselves. So 3 New York City employees busted in separate incidents. The cop, he got caught selling steroids, which we call juice. You dig? He was trying to sell that to the muscle-bound niggas. The firefighter, he beat up his nephew and threw him in the fiend and popped his chain. You heard? Might want to take his chain to the pawn. He might have had on a big Cuban or something. We don't know. But the firefighter, he basically spazzed down a 16-year-old. You dig? And even though it was his nephew, he still violated him. You feel me? And the school safety teacher, the lady, Kayla Cox, she punched her neighbor in the face and spazzed down on her neighbor and beat blood out her face. You understand? And all 3 of them are facing charges. And they had good jobs in the last day. And obviously they might be ready to blow their shit and lose everything. You dig? So I'm showing you what's going on with this Purge shit. And then I'm gonna tell you something else. A 32-year-old woman in Philly, y'all probably seen the news on this. A 32-year-old woman from Philly, she was shot dead unloading gifts out her car for her baby shower. So she was about to have a baby shower, and somebody pulled up on her and gunned her down before she could even get the gifts out and walk in her house. You feel me? And hopefully it wasn't the baby daddy, allegedly. Hopefully it was not the man that got her pregnant. Hopefully. You understand? But I want to show y'all how anything goes. See? Anytime a woman getting out of a car, get gunned down before she even get the gifts out, they show you what time it is. So those who don't believe what the fuck is going on, just hope, like they said, you see on the TV, you heard on the radio, but you never thought it happened to you. And you just need to be focused on what you got going on and look both ways and look behind your back when you walk, because it ain't no protection out here. Anytime you see women getting gunned down, getting slayed, anybody gets slayed. That's how the shit go, man. And y'all also seen about the 5 killed and the 40 injured, including kids, when the SUV plowed into them people in Wisconsin at the Christmas parade. Now, why they having a Christmas parade this early, I don't know. You understand? But this was in Wisconsin, the same place where your boy was beat the case. And 5 people was killed and 40 injured. And also was kids injured. And this is at a parade. And a man drove past the barricades and plowed into a group of people. And they saying this might be a terrorist act. And we know this is a fucking terrorist act, but they want to play with the words. Anytime some shit like that happens, it's a terrorist act. If niggas in the street gang banging get charges, they charge niggas with terrorist behavior. If you threaten somebody, we know they'll say that's terrorist act. If I call you and say, motherfucker, I'm gonna do this to that to you, I'm gonna I'm gonna get charged with terrorist acts. You know what I'm saying? But they saying this might be convicted as considered terrorist. See what I'm trying to show you? This is the game they play. But either way, 5 people killed and 40 injured because this man plowed into people for no fucking reason. So I'm showing you the purge in your face. I'm showing you the shit. Y'all already know what's going on. See? There's no mercy out here. Another disturbing thing which happened, which I heard about probably, is an airplane passenger accidentally discharged a firearm in the Atlanta airport, causing panic and chaos 1:30 p.m. over the weekend. And the man ran out and got away, and he's a convicted felon. But they got his bags, they got him on camera, so they looking for this individual. But what happened was he went to check his bag, and they tried to run down on one of his bags with a gun in it. He tried to grab the gun and get up out of there, but the gun wound up going off. You dig? And when the gun went off, everybody in there started panicking, and there was a lot of chaos going on, and people didn't know what the fuck was going on. So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Any day, anywhere you go somewhere, anything can happen at any given time. It's deeper than what you think it is. That's why I say the purge is in full effect, man. Anybody's a victim, man. That's why I tell you, stay in the house. If you come outside, you better go from point A to point B. Do what you got to do, because you never know who's watching you. And I'm going to be real. When I go out, I see people plotting every day when I go. I see niggas in unmarked cars. I see niggas with tinted out shit, watching the register, watching people spend their money. I see all that shit. You understand? When I pull up, I see suspect cars sitting outside on the block. I see all type of shit. I know what's going on, but you got to understand, right? People know who to victimize. When they pick their victim, they want the easiest victim. And that's how the shit works. So that's why I keep telling y'all, don't be nobody victim. Salute to the chat. What's good? Let's talk about it, P. Always in the building tonight. Grown Man Talk, 10 p.m. Pull up. You understand? If you wanna talk with the bros, you can speak your opinion. That also go for the ops. That go for whoever. If you got any beef you want to settle, we can settle it on the show. You dig? Because I don't got no grudge, no beef, no problem with nobody. You dig? That's how I roll. You understand? Tiptoe through the turnips. What's going on, family? I see you, Hunter Rizzle. What's good, Hunter Rizzle? Always stay locked and loaded with them legal firearms. You heard? Queen of Attraction. Rondell, unpopular opinion, because you know sis gonna speak her mind and say what she gotta say. That's why it's unpopular, because certain people ain't gonna go with the flow. Everybody got their own opinion if you're not a fucking robot. Dig? That's how this shit go. Miss Playful always in the building, always supporting. That's what it is. The day one's always in the building. You understand? And that's how we do over here. When you pull up, we family, like I told y'all. When you come in the chat, you show respect and you won't get blocked. You understand? You can have your opinion, but don't start coming with that crazy spamming shit, because you're gonna get violated. And then I'm gonna come violate you. I'm gonna violate your channel. And like I said, if I ever have a problem with somebody, I'm gonna send 100 trolls at you and 20 content makers, and we're gonna shut you down. That's how that shit works. Did. But other than that, I got love for everybody. Y'all know I laugh and joke. Y'all know I talk my shit. But at the end of the day, I don't hate no man. I don't hate no woman. And I ain't got no beef with nobody. You understand? And anything that's a misunderstanding or a misconfrontation, it could be settled. You did. It could be settled with words and intellect. It could be squashed. You did. I don't hold grudges, because holding grudges is for weak niggas. And I got too much shit going on to hold a fucking grudge. You heard? That's how this shit works. But salute to the chat. We run through some more. What up, Nick? What up, Nick? Always in the building. I see you, bro. Rastafari. What's good on the West Coast? Hurricane JW. Y'all know what time it is, man. Don't I'm gonna be doing another comment video too for my peoples in the comments. You heard? I'm gonna be doing another one. Don't get it fucked up. I will be doing another one. You heard? Y'all know I just started working the stream, y'all shit. So I will be showing love. Y'all know how I do. Well, I'll be multitasking. I ain't nice like P yet. You understand? P got that shit on smash. You know what I'm saying? I'm new to this shit, so I'll be working it. Let's get it. Y'all know what time it is, man. But like I said, man, stay on point. You know what I'm saying? If you got to get your groceries, go ahead and get your groceries. You know what I'm saying? Get what you got to get for the week and lay low, man. Don't be out here when that sun go down because, look, if you ain't ready, you might be a victim. And that's what I say. It's the purge going on out here. So, you know, I'm going to do a little recap, but the only recap I'm really going to do is on the young dog situation. And we see that somebody has been gunned down where the vehicle has been found. But the person that gunned down, we don't know who it is. Allegedly, it might be the nigga that killed Dolph, but if he is, he not gonna be, he ain't gonna be, he not gonna be able to tell the story. And it's looking to me like this gonna play out just like Biggie and Pop, where nobody's gonna get caught, and it's gonna be a whole bunch of point fingers, and the killer gonna get away. That's what it looked like to me, allegedly. You understand? That's what it looked like to me. And we already, like I said the other day, Memphis had 275 murders up until this day, right? And it's more murders than took place since I gave you that report. So it's going to keep on going on. And then I also learned that in Memphis, they changed the laws where now anybody can ride around with Draco, anybody can ride around with AK. They don't need a permit and they don't need a background check. They just walk in the store and get what they want. And to me, it sounds like all this shit is by design. You heard? It sounds like because Memphis already was crazy. So I'm just showing y'all niggas the purge going on right in your fucking face, man. They want niggas to kill each other. They want niggas to kill themselves. You heard? So niggas are dying. You put it like this. You're more liable to die from a bullet wound or some foul shit than a fucking vax right now. I'm being real. That's all I'm gonna tell you, man. Salute to the chat. Black 718. Where you been at, bro? You heard? Y'all know how we do. Top of the top, man. It's Monday morning, money day. It's a rough day, but we gonna get this shit popping. You understand? So, like I said, man, I'm gonna be tuning in today. Hopefully, I get some more insight on what's going on. You understand? I'm gonna be checking out the content that the people got going on. I'm gonna be sharing videos. You dig? Showing love. Y'all know how the fuck I do. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. All right. And if you want to donate to the channel, it's $4NOFAME love LUV for those that want to support. I appreciate it, and it's all love. Y'all know I'm gonna be coming back hard. You know what I'm saying? Me and P gonna be on tonight. Grown Man Talk at the channel. Let's talk about it. You heard? That's where the grown people come up and we deal with real conversations. You heard? So understand that tonight we will be on 10 p.m. and just tune in. And most likely it might be, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be some other things throughout the day. I'm pretty sure P probably gonna turn on today. I might pull up, but I'm gonna probably pull up on some other channels today too. So you understand? And I will be dropping links soon too. You understand? I'm just getting everything together. I don't want to fuck up the show, but I will be dropping links and things like that at the end of this show as well. So, like I say, stay tuned. And I'm going to say salute to the 4NOFAME Mafia, to the family. Like I said, don't forget to leave your comments because that's how I know who's who. You dig? And to the people in the background, it's all good too. You dig? And at the end of the day, man, just keep your day positive and try to stay G'd up. And at the end of the day, don't get them haters too much energy and just stay focused. You heard? And with that note, I'm up out of here. One.